seated at CBS News as anchor and managing editor of CBS News, Walter Cronkite. And neither you nor anybody else in my lifetime will ever hear anything critical out of my mouth about Walter Cronkite. Stand to know of it. And I wouldn't tell this story except that his wife, Betsy, they're both have crossed the river now, but Betsy used to tell this story. You know, and speaking of not hearing too well, in his later years, Walter, like a lot of people, including myself, his hearing began to go. And Betsy was always encouraging him to get the latest equipment and do what he could. At any rate, as you know, Walter featured himself a big sailor. One weekend they were off, as Betsy Cronkite tells the story, one weekend they were off on Martha's Vineyard in their sailboat and invited some people at the weekend. It got to be Saturday afternoon, and Betsy said to Walter, we need to resupply, we need to get some supplies. So they took the dinghy and they went on shore, and they went to a place that they knew well, but it was Saturday afternoon, it was pretty crowded. So as they tried to make their way through the crowd and do the shopping, you know, everybody wanted to stop and talk to Walter, shake his hand and say, you know, do you remember me from so-and-so? And I watch you every night, and have you ever met so-and-so? Those kinds of things. Betsy was trying to pull him along, you know, keep him in crowd. But Walter was great at that sort of thing, so he's taking his time. They get near the cash register, and a gentleman comes up to Walter and shakes his hand and said, Walter Cronkite, do you know so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so? Walter pulled himself back and stood tall in his best anchorman stance and said, well, I have met him, and he seems to be a nice fellow, but I can't say I know him, but I have met him, and he's a very nice fellow. Thank you very much. So they moved on. They pay for their groceries, they get outside, and Betsy, as she said to Walter, Walter, you have to do something about your hearing. That man asked you, do you know Jesus?